Hi, my name is Dave Isaacson with Blast One, and I'm here to talk about the M7 VertiDrive for abrasive blasting. So basically, we're using these same nozzles as a man would be using, but all we're doing is putting it on a machine and having the machine using the swing arm control the nozzles, so it's consistent, and also it's the same movement forward. There's no it's wireless remote, so you don't have to have a guy next to the nozzle, and it's for safety reasons. So this machine is actually it's on here. There's no cables to it. We will hook a cable up when we start using it, and that cable is only for the safety reasons. So if it would fall away from the substrate, that the nozzles would shut off. There's a magnet in between the two wheels here. That's what holds the machine to the substrate, and then underneath here there's another magnet what holds it as well. The machine will not pull off the substrate unless you'd have to peel it off. Also, right here in the center between the two magnets, there's a sensor which shows that it's next to the steel substrate. I can be up to 1 inch away. Otherwise, the electronics will all shut down for safety reasons. So this machine can be, as long as it's a flat surface, no more than a 1/2 inch difference in plate. It'll go over 1/2 inch welds, but that's it. It can go upside down underneath the chip, no problem at all. So there's proximity switches here, and that controls your swing arm. So when it hits a proximity switch, the arm comes back, and that's also when it moves forward. So it does a complete cycle. The proximity switches are on a slide plate, so I can control my distance of the swing arm. So I can blast just the weld if I wanted to, and only do a 1 foot wide blast, or I can go up to 4.5 feet wide blast pattern. What comes here on this umbilical cord is only 12 volts. Even though the machine takes 240 volts, that's for the winch system and all that out here. So if somebody would drive over the umbilical cord, nobody's going to get electrocuted. There's only 12 volts out here. There's 3 motors on here. So each wheel is independent drive, and then you also have a motor for the swing arm. But it's really simple. The thing is watertight, so you can also use this for HUP blasting. So all we do is swing the arm, and it'll hold up to 40,000 psi. So this right here is the control panel for the VertiDrive. There is a spare battery in here at all times for the wireless remote, and we'll go over the wireless with the remote and show you the functions of it. As far as going in here, this right here is your soft spurt and VFD for the winch system. This whole cage right here is actually your winch system. Right now we have hoses on here, but if we were out at a job site, we'd actually put counterweight on there. And the winch system is for supporting the VertiDrive in case it falls so it doesn't hit the ground. And also anything over 35 feet, we're gonna raise the hoses up in the air so you don't have all that weight hanging on the VertiDrive. So the only time you'd have to actually go into the control panel is if you need to get at your battery, or if you want to set your hertz for your winch system. Right now we actually set them all at 50. Some people do turn it down to 40. It does control the speed. So, but we're gonna lock this back up. There is a green light on here for could let you know that there is power here. And also here's another e-stop, and there as well as on the remote. We'll grab the remote. So this right here is the first series for the M7. So on the winch system, there's 2 winches. So you can control either both at one time or separately. So if I have it on 2 winches right now, I can actually go to one side or the other. One winch will pull in, the other winch will go out. And that keeps your retractable above the VertiDrive at all times. The green right here, it says pump. That actually would be your dead man switch. And that is wired into your blast pot. The swing override. So if you would have a skipper or a miss spot of when you're blasting, I can hit the swing override. The arm will go back, get that spot, I let it go, and it'll go back into full function. This area right here in the red, that's my swing arm. So this controls my speed of the swing arm. This turns it on and off. And this right here is your up and down for your swing arm. The only time I can control the up and down is if the pump is off. Otherwise, it doesn't matter what you do, it will not move. The yellow area here, that is for the movement of the machine. So you also have a speed dial here. So if I would actually hit that up, and then the only time it would move right now is if it would hit a proximity switch. I'd have to have this in off right now if I wanted to drive the machine around. That's just one of the functions, so that way you get your same movement of the machine at every time. You also do have to hold the machine or the lever up for the machine to keep working. It's a safety factor, so you can't just have the machine blast and walk away. It will not move. Here's a emergency stop, and here's a key for to turn on and off.